you guys, it's Linda G here from Northern California. And here's my Carrie Freeman that you guys have been writing me saying, oh my God, this is great. This is great. And the cool thing about her is she does runes too. I used to do runes years ago. And back years ago when I played with the runes, it kept telling me I was going to write a book. And I thought, you're crazy. I would never write a book. Ta-da!
And you did. Well, you were talking about it when we first met.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell, by the way, Carrie
You
and
want
I
me to
met,
tell?
she was a
Do you want me,
client.
do you want me to tell everybody
Tell the
how
story.
we connected? Because I didn't want to blindside you because I knew you wouldn't remember. So a little over 6 years ago, I'd been watching Linda G, and I thought, I'm at a crossroads. I think I want to talk to her. So I booked an appointment, and at that time you could get an appointment with um And so we talked, and the first thing you said to me was like, "Hello, hello," and she goes, "Oh, you're psychic," and I said, "Yeah, I am a little psychic," and she said, "Well, you should put up a YouTube channel," and it was during COVID, and I went, "Okay, I'm gonna think about it," and then it was COVID. So I thought, you need to get off the couch, stop watching The View, and do something that scares you. So that scared me, opening the YouTube.
Right.
But I did it, and you were the inspiration. And it was really good that I did it, Linda. And then I don't know what happened. Well, I had a year and a half where I had injuries and I lost time. But you know what I trust? I trust that we're meeting one on one at precisely the
The
right.
time was because
I just
apparently I told you, let me know when you're ready. I'll have you on the show. But I did tell you, which I told a lot of clients. I can't remember what I said when I read somebody.
Yeah, no, you told me that. So, and I understood. I went, she's not going to remember, and just be with it. But it was in my consciousness I thought, you know what I thought? I went, Linda G and I would have such a good time together.
Yes, I
That,
know that. I know that. In fact, I
that,
could feel it when you reached out to me and wished me well for
yeah.
my back. Um, immediately I thought, oh, I need to have her on my show.
Oh, you did. Well, I don't know if you remember, but I wrote her a couple of times email, and I said, this condition, what you're dealing with is unused, but I almost feel like there's two different things going on. And there were. And I didn't even know what I was talking about when I said that. But you had one thing on one side of the body, the other thing on the other side of the body, and but a good outcome. I never thought you were in
Dire
such
straits.
serious. Yeah,
I
no.
talked to urology tomorrow.
Okay. You'll
But
learn.
you know what I remember about you is you were very good friends with that excellent actor who was in The Green Mile.
Which in the Green Mile? I'm really
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with Jonathan Banks from Breaking Bad. I have to think about.
He was the one that liked the mouse. He kept the little mouse. Weren't you friends with him and he died?
I don't think that was, oh, I loved him. What a wonderful actor. Oh my God.
Great
Oh,
actor.
totally. But no,
It
it wasn't,
wasn't him.
it wasn't him. I mean, I know a lot of people, but it wasn't Green Mile. Wasn't that a great movie?
I don't know why. I just keep thinking you and him were connected somehow. That is so weird.
Let's come up with his name in the meantime, just so I can be sure that I know it. Because my memory
And
is,
then you wrote a book. I got a copy of your book.
yeah, I wrote The Comic's Daughter. It took me 9 years,
What
people.
a story, though. You were the daughter of a comedian.
Yeah, yeah. And it's very relevant because now I'm just going to say this. I'm not here to do a big commercial, but I didn't go on Amazon. I bought, I think about 800 books, and they're all gone except for about 15 to 20. I sold them myself and I made 100% profit.
Right, right.
I'm going to redo it and put it on Amazon now. Some things have happened. Uh,
Right, right.
I can't go into detail, but I told a story on my Patreon channel that someone who won a Pulitzer Prize was an old boyfriend of mine from Chicago, and he moved out here, filmmaker, writer, director, but I knew him from my when I'm 20 years old, and I asked him for some advice on the book, and he ended up writing a book similar to mine. He disappeared from my life. I couldn't get him on the phone, and he wrote a novel, and he got a lot of ideas from me.
Isn't that something?
It's very hurtful. I'm still struggling with it. Kind of want to write him a letter and humiliate him a little tiny bit.
Yeah,
Uh, it's like, listen, buddy, you ate dinner at my mother's table. You sat and swapped jokes with, I'm just not anybody, you know. But at any rate,
exactly.
yeah, that
But
happened.
he definitely ghosted you.
Oh, he ghosted me like
Yeah.
crazy. And what's even crazier is that there's a lot of Chicago actors that came out to LA and they come from his posse. He would always put them in his movies. And a couple of these guys I was really good friends with, they were older. They both passed away within like a month of each other. So an actor named Joe Mantegna did a memorial, which I went to. And this writer acted like he didn't see me at the memorial. He acted, now I can't tell you how well we know each other. I mean, we had a romance, so I don't need to go into graphic detail, right?
Yeah.
That's how intimate. Um, and finally I said, well, enough of this shit, because I had made a decision that I was going to be gracious at this memorial. You don't make a scene at a
No,
memorial. I mean,
unless you're me and you're drunk. But yeah, go ahead.
so I just went, enough of this. So I walked down a corridor and his eyes got like really scared. Like, oh my God, what's she going to do? What's she going to say? He was so fucking guilty, you know? So I just made a joke. He laughed and that made him think that I was fine with it, but I'm not. And
Yeah.
so I'm trying to decide whether to write this letter, but we'll see. I want to know what people want to know. I've got a,
Yes. And listen, by the way, Michael Jeter.
That's yeah, and I didn't know him, but boy, I loved him. He was so
Okay.
talented. He was so talented. Oh my God. Yeah. Michael
Okay.
J.
So people want to know, I have questions and I don't know if you do too. But the first question, because someone wrote it to me on my email, which is hard sometimes to draw up, about the flotilla. Are they going to be okay?
The flotilla.
Yeah. The from Italy, there's food coming to Gaza, and Thornburg is going to be on that ship.
Oh, she's a bit of a target. Um, they weren't before, they weren't before. You know what? I'm gonna go with, this first thing was I think this time they are gonna be okay.
I feel the same thing.
Okay, good. If two of us,
But
you know,
listen, today they Israel is blowing up Gaza. You should see all the they're just blowing them up. So what they want is they don't want anything for them to be able to get to.
yeah. Oh, look at I don't think I asked about Jared went to the White House. And the minute he showed up, I went, oh, there's nothing good about him showing up at the White House.
No.
There's nothing good. And they were talking about property in Gaza. If anybody can believe that, they're like,
Beachfront property, they're talking about what they're going to do with Gaza.
they want to build on dead bodies of children and families and hospitals. And it's gross. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't, or even if they start or clean it up, they're going to start something, and then it's being all these bad actors are going to end up exiting stage left, and then I see Gaza turning back to the Palestinians because Israel's in trouble.
I think that would be a good idea because both of them need to buoy each other up, like
Yeah,
join forces. I don't know if that's possible. You
right.
know, there's even a question, is Palestine going to go away? I mean, are they going to be able to obliterate Palestine? And I
They're
have to
trying, but
admit,
they won't be able to. No.
okay, and I have to admit to people, and I admit it to my own subscribers, that I'm not brilliant on foreign policy, so I don't try to pretend that I'm an expert. I get the
Right.
vibe and that kind of thing. Uh, I want to bring up something because today is historical with the meeting on the Capitol steps with the
Oh,
victims. I mean, it's really historical. We chose this date not knowing that this was going to happen today and yesterday. And I got a hit on Marjorie Taylor Greene this
ooh,
morning.
ooh, what? I love it.
She is interested in being reelected. So this demure, intelligent, rational woman that
Which she can play.
which she's good at, it's bullshit because she's starting her midterm election. So that's, and I know I'm right. Because
Okay.
wait, who is this woman? She never rarely sounds like this. And if she does, there's a reason for it. So she's like, no, me, I'm going to save myself. I want to get reelected. She might be a little bit successful, but anyway,
Will
that was
she,
that.
will she get reelected?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't ask that because I kind of realized, oh, that's what she's doing. But I don't think so. I don't think so because the person who's running against her, whose name I can't remember, is really top drawer. And,
Okay.
and I think can outshine her. And there's a lot of footage of MTG that's horrible. She's a witch. She's insane. And hopefully they'll use that stuff. But just off the top of my head, I think she can be beaten this time.
Okay. And
You
she
know,
probably knows that. That's why she's willing to play this game.
yeah, that demure personality, she's very good.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's saying, wait a second, wait a second. Do I actually feel favoritism towards Marjorie Taylor Greene?
No, I'm glad she's happy. I'm happy she's doing what she's doing and she's saying what she's saying.
Right.
She added to the list of
But
signatures.
you notice Trump hasn't said a word about her. That worthless MTG, we're going to, primary her and all that. Usually that's how he rolls.
I wonder if it's because she has secrets on him
Maybe.
and doesn't want
She
to spit.
stood up for Matt Gaetz, who's a pedophile.
He's another pedo.
Yeah. So why all of a sudden is she changing her mind? Now, listen, did you see that film on Nancy Mace?
No, but I was going to mention her just now. Tell me about it.
Well,
There's a
she was coming
documentary.
out of the hearing. She left early. They said she had a panic attack.
Yeah, she was crying and she went
Yeah,
down.
her nose was beet red.
Yeah, she didn't look good. But I have an opinion about this.
Okay, tell me.
Look, I'm not supposed to diagnose people. I just want everybody to know that. But I'm pretty good at it. And Nancy Mace has all the features of someone that has histrionic personality disorder, which usually affects women more than men. And it is a huge need for attention. It's a heightened sexuality. It's overblown emotion.
She
And,
does that. Yes.
and she really, really has the qualities. And this is where I'm cynical and I apologize to everybody. I thought, see, she's making herself walking down that hall more important than the victims.
There you
That's
go.
narcissism. It's like, no, lady, you sit there because what they went through over and over and over again. So I didn't like it. I didn't like her showboat. I'm so affected by this. I'm like, come on, grow
And
up.
the same thing happened to her 2 years ago. Wasn't that a boyfriend she accused of assaulting her? So
Yeah, she lies. She's a mess. But I had a very cynical thing about her leaving and making a show. And it's like, this is what
personally, my feeling is she really was affected. I think it was too much.
I agree with you. I actually believe it. You can't fake that kind of red face and tears, but she got a lot of attention for,
Yeah.
for walking out of the room. She wasn't the only one in that room that had a history. A
Yeah.
lot of people have a history and never talk about it, But anyway, I don't like
But my
her.
question to you is, and I'm going to throw on this,
Okay.
will they get the two more votes they need?
I think so.
I asked my pendulum and it said yes, but let me ask the
I
card.
think so because there's a wave. There's a wave now.
Well, the thing is that I know this is terrible for me to say. I never felt Bill Clinton was part of that, but they're saying he is, which is fine. I'll accept. All they have to do is say Bill Clinton's in this, and those Republicans would tear down the walls to make them show the paperwork because they would love to see
Oh
Bill.
yeah. I'm
It's
looking.
not about their beloved president, it's about others.
So what did you just ask?
I want to ask if they're going to get those two people. Are they going to be able to pass this through Congress?
It's funny, I'm getting a no. I just pulled one rune and I'm getting the opposite of opening where there's a darkening of events, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to pull another one because the first rune isn't always the
Maybe
most.
it doesn't go through and it causes a big turmoil. Look at this.
Yeah, so you got something somewhat similar, a darkening of a
A
situation.
darkening, something where people are mad.
But I want to tell everybody, and I'm hoping you'll see it this way, no matter what, we're going to see the material.
And
No
they're
matter,
going to come out with the list that they did themselves. Maybe if this doesn't go through, they're going to say, fair enough, here's the list.
they're going to do it. They're now emboldened and they have a lot of support. It's been long overdue. And so that's why I don't know if you have this experience. Sometimes you want something so badly, you might misread it.
Yeah, like I wanted Camilla to win.
Oh my God. That was, do
And
you know
she
that?
probably did win and they cheated, which they're already showing now, but that was a shock when he won.
Do you know what I remember? I remember going online and I looked at you and a few other, really reputable, and everybody was like white,
Oh my
like
God.
the color of chalk. I'm
I
telling
lost 1,000 subscribers
Yeah, I had a
just
couple of people tell me off.
overnight. And and I don't blame them. How can we depend on you? And my guides, I begged my guides, I said, why did you keep telling me she was what? And they said, Linda, man has free will. And his people need to see who he really is. Because if you think about it, if she had won, his people would still be creating all this chaos.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're upended. You know, I think about 7 years ago, I called my brother in Chicago, who was very well read, and I said, "Do you know who Kamala Harris is?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Oh, well, you need to look her up, blah, 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 blah." And he goes, Why are you talking about her? I said, "Because out of the blue, I see her in the White House." I did say that. And then that also messed me up. Like
Well, she was a VP. She was
she was in the White House, but I was so sure. Here's the thing. When I used to go get readings from people, I would often get two readings from two different people. And if they kind of coalesced, I knew I was getting it was just my technique. I don't do it anymore. But when you see you and some of your other people, or you and I, there's something to it when we agree.
yeah, why are all these people picking up the same
Yeah.
thing?
I don't think we were, I just don't think we were considering the cheating. And
And considering he could possibly be president again, that was beyond our comprehension.
and Musk and I just was devastated. Yeah, I don't know what anybody else thought, but I had moments where should I even be doing this? Should
Oh,
I
I
even
know.
be doing this the
Hey,
YouTube?
well, I lost 1,000 subscribers, but within a couple of months, I think I was down to 80,000. I blew up past 100,000.
So it all came back.
It all came back.
But
Plus,
people had an emotional reaction to
yes.
you told us. I had a woman write me and tell me that I owed her an apology, but she just said, "I don't believe in you. I'm not going to watch you." And it was one of the nastiest messages I've ever had. But 1,000 is like, that's a lot.
That was a
That's a
lot
lot
of
of
people.
angry people. That's a
And
lot
yeah,
of,
I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
and now we find out. Uh, I just think today is a good day, Linda. These women got to speak. People are listening to them, hearing them. They have never gotten this before. I can't imagine what they've been through with
But
not
the
being acknowledged.
tentacles of this type of energy is from Israel all over. There are all kinds of pervs,
There's all kinds of what?
perverts.
There are. I mean, they just rescued an Israeli guy who was caught uh, doing pedophilia online, and they brought him back to Israel. Nothing's happening to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there needs to be a big vacuuming. I don't know about you, but when I think about the people that should be indicted, there's a lot of
There's
them.
a lot of this is gonna come out and it's gonna crack the foundation. But I will also tell you, Jerusalem, what Netanyahu going down is gonna be a big fracture. Mossad, is that what the name of it is? These people that enjoy hurting other people. That whole thing's going down. And the other one that's going down is Putin.
It's got to be soon. It's
Putin.
got to be soon. I think
If
he's
you look
suffering.
at his face compared to when he was younger, I mean, his face is just bloated. He's on prednisone or something.
Yeah, yeah. What's he on? And you know, the weird thing is that there's this kind of old wives' tale or something that things come in threes. And you know, you think about the felon, Putin, you know, Netanyahu.
Yeah.
There's three right there that we could lose, that it would be a gift, but it caused great, you know. I think our question, and I haven't asked it, is who's going to be first? Do you have any thoughts about that?
Well, we can't wish for it. Remember, I came on the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I was in Temecula when people are saying, "Oh my God, this happened and this happened. Is he dead? Is he dead?" And then finally in my quiet, I asked my guys, "Okay, what's up? Is he?" And they said, because I remember telling my sister, "Nah, he's not dead. I can still smell him." And they said, "Would you tell everyone to get off that train? It's not going to help us." Uh-oh, are you frozen? She's frozen, you guys. It's a good picture. I like that purple in the background. I don't know if she can hear me now. She checked off. That's good. She'll be right back, you guys. She's not used to the details of YouTube. Neither am I. If I didn't have my son, I don't know what I'd do. And my friend Dan and my daughter Nicole. Come on back, Carrie. We's waiting for you. So anyway, they told me to tell everybody to not wish for his death because it only hurts us. That's what they said. Here she is. Hey, girlfriend.
Something happened.
You just froze.
You did too.
I did?
Yeah. I thought it was just you.
Yeah, I thought it was just you. But anyway, oh no, are you freezing again? Usually if it's my end, it'll show, disruption. Let me put this on pause.